if you haven't noticed, Rattle Pokemon reviewed my video and shed some light and some great perspective on it. I'm not going to lie. This video was shared to me a bazillion times by some of my friends and everything who knew what was going on. I watched a tiny bit of it, probably maybe 5 minutes. And I'm going to review the whole thing and kind of go over. There is some new drama that happened. There's some stuff I want to talk about. So let's just get right into it and see what he has to say.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about...
My headphones are not working. Why is that? They're not on. I'll probably cut that. I probably won't. I don't even know how to work this thing. This is the first time I've ever used a computer to record something. I don't know. Okay.
Tag who seemed...
Yeah, let me restart. Sorry, guys, I've never done this before, okay?
Hey guys, welcome back.
So,
today we're going to talk about Tag.
See what he has to
Tag
say
who
here.
seems to be a strong-arming, bullying, if you will, a smaller creator who discovered that, oopsie doopsie, their slabs are extra crackable. Turns out, if you...
Yeah, I used the word, they're apparently made fragile on purpose, and my God, did people not like that. I mean, Tag released a statement themselves, and they said, hey, our Tag slabs are engineered to break upon tampering. So, yes, they are fragile, yes.
And make it super clear and brag about how clear it is, it might break a little bit easier than the competition. So we're going to take a look
it broke
at
easier than
a
all the
clip
competition.
here from Ramsey Rips Packs, the individual involved, the individual who is being poked and pried at a little bit by the Tag Grading Company. We're going to discuss my thoughts and feelings on the company itself. We're going to bring up some old topics. We're going to take a look at all of it. Let's watch the clip here first, get a little bit of context, go over and visit Ramsey Rips Packs on YouTube. Give him a watch on this. He has other ones that he cracks open. We're just going to look at one.
So what he said there, I think that's also important. A lot of people only saw me crack the first card by accident, okay? The first card crack was 100% on accident and absolutely not intentional. But I end up cracking, I think, 3 others in this video. And a lot of people don't watch that far, which, I mean, I don't have an attention span, so I get that. But if you watch the whole video, you'll see that I actually crack one just by opening it from the pack that it came in. So I'm going to pull that up in a second. That's super important to know. Also, I just want to thank Rattle's Pokemon so much. This has been a wild ride. This drama has been nuts, and it's reaching everybody. So Rattle Pokemon, thank you so much for watching this and reviewing it, giving your perspective. I just really appreciate it.
Give him a couple words of encouragement as he gets pressured by Tag to take back what he's done. What he's
very pressured by Tag.
Unacceptable, fucking gross shit coming from this company. Not a surprise based on what they've done in the past.
I only laugh because the PSA one, feeling them, this just feels so, like, low quality. And just to reiterate, I still feel that way. The Tag slabs versus the other slabs, it really had me fooled. Their slabs seem like they're way more high quality, but you'll see what happens. To the other ones, this is a lot of weight to it. It feels a lot of high quality. Okay. Like I feel like I can squeeze this card and not. And immediately cracked. With such little pressure. I wish there was a way to measure the force taken. This was hardly touched. Okay. Actually, I think I just broke it. You hear that? Like I said, these cards are low-end cards. I am just testing Tag. Okay. Do you hear that? I cracked it. I cracked it just by pushing on it. You hear Absolutely
this?
Cracked.
Oh my God.
So also, this is a good point. I've got a few comments that said, why did I take the cards off screen to, why were they taken off screen and cracked? I keep my microphone, right now it's in the middle, but I keep the microphone on the left-hand side of the screen so the microphone's not in the video. So what I was doing there was taking the card and putting it towards the mic so you could hear the sound of it cracking easier or better. Oh my God. I take back everything So I'm actually going to walk this back a little bit. Everyone in their mother and daughter and son and dog said that I was not trying to break the PSA card or the CGC card. I'm going to try to get it here. You can see... I didn't mean to do it. You can see the card bend. If I can I walk it back like frame by frame? How could I do that? You can see the card bending. Let's see.
The best card.
Okay. Let's see if I can find it.
This is.
I'm trying to get a lock on the frame where you can see the PSA right there. Did you see it? It's bent. It's bent. Let me see. I don't know how to like do like a frame by frame, but you can see that it's bent. I bend the card. But believe it or not, I seriously tried to break it, and I want to reiterate that I put probably triple the amount, even quadruple the amount of force on the PSA card and the CGC card. I barely touched the tag card. Barely.
Okay, I take back.
Another thing, I'm a father of two, so grunting is always necessary. I grunt when I get out of bed in the morning. I grunt pulling my pants up after shitting on the toilet, all right? You have to grunt.
Everything I said. This is. I take it back. This is something else. Are you kidding me?
You can even see how gentle I'm being and breaking the case right off of it.
Look at this. Look at this. I just peeled this whole card out like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Look at this. I just took this apart with my bare hands. Like.
And a lot of people pointed out I took out a bear with my bare hands. Funny.
It was nothing.
That's a pun.
So you guys get the point. The cases come apart pretty damn easily. It's probably because of the plastics, the materials that are used. And the issue here is, look at that juicy baby. What do you think is going to happen when you can take the front off a case like that and potentially swamp out a card? We've seen it recently with other scammers who use a fake case, but in this case, you only need the front of the case to make the fake case. And it doesn't matter if there's a label or not. Spoiler alert, we're going to get into those details in a minute. So, for anyone that wasn't aware, didn't see it, it's now gone because we have tag grading as they usually do. They overreact. They get on there. They start typing up like a little keyboard warrior. They get on there. Very professional of them. They start commenting on this shit. They lose their shit. The people that have financial interest in the company, most of which were not disclosing that they were investing in the company, will hop on this shit like no other. Like a wiener baby.
Yeah, they will.
On a hot summer day. My God, they get in there.
I mean, right after this video was posted, there was so much stuff going on in the tag Facebook page. It was absolutely insane. Insane. I swear to you, I went back to my YouTube page. I never saw this comment. Let me know down below, is there a way to check a comment to see how long it was actually posted for? So in the video, the screenshot, it does say 2 days, but I swear to you, I couldn't find it. And like, again, I'm super new to YouTube. I only use my phone, so I only see a few comments at a time, and I just constantly keep refreshing the page to try to reply to every comment. So I do my best to try to get to every comment. This video went crazy. It's got like 1,000 comments now. So it sucks that I didn't get to see this one, but I swear to you, if I saw it, I would have replied and pinned it.
We're going to see the example with something that was misgraded previously. It seems like at least some of the tag investors are now acknowledging the fact, or disclosing the fact rather, that they're investing in the company, but it's the same shit. Please, guys, before we get into reading this comments, we've got a lot of reading to do today. We have a lot of opinions to spew. If you're not taking anything else away from this video, and this is what I've told many individuals that are like, oh, what?
Complete side note, if you hear the sound of crickets in the background, I have the baby monitor on. This is the first night in a big boy bed for my toddler, so hopefully he stays asleep. Okay, he's doing good so far. Just so you know.
Rattle, what should I be grading my cards with tag? All right, we're gonna flash back to the pandemic. Please, for the love of God, do not feel like you need to grade your cards right away. If you're grading your cards so that you can sell them, and you're going to sell them right away, this is probably, you can still do it at this point in time.
That's a good point.
If you're grading
That's
your
true.
cards
Pokemon's going crazy right now.
for money, if you're trying to make money, do it with the company that's going to make the most money. Is it going to come back? Is it something like, is it a black label that you're probably not going to get unless you work for Beckett on the weekend? You go in, you give yourself some black labels. What?
That's a great point. I want to say that I do have a video coming up. I'm going to grade with Beckett, and I'm trying to get black labels. So I really want to try that and see how that works.
So what's going to give you the biggest return on it? And if you're not grading for money, my apologies, but you probably should not be grading right now in general. Because if you want, typically, PSA is going to be the best return on that.
Mm-hmm.
And if the turnaround time is forever and the price is more expensive and there's no deals right now because there's too many people grading, same as the pandemic, same as right now, too much business, it takes too long, just hold out. Don't.
So I completely agree with this. At the height of the pandemic, where I was everything was shut down, I sent out cards to PSA, and it took them 16 months to bring them back. Now, it was a rather large submission. I think it was like 60 cards, but it was 16 months. It was really crazy. So far, I've been just grading through GameStop. They seem to get it back in under 45 days. So try GameStop if you want. If you're a pro member, you get free shipping. So, I mean, it makes PSA easy, I guess. And they also... I've definitely submitted. I've done PSA grading through GameStop probably 5 times now. And just a side note, I've never been upcharged yet. Never. And I've definitely sent in cards that are over the $200 limit. So I don't know. That's just my experience. It's been like 5 times. All of them have been over that mark. I've never been upcharged.
Don't grade at all, or just hold out until it's cheaper to do so. There is no rush. Just like there's no rush to jump onto. Can you please, guys, tell me the upside of grading your cards with a company that has not been proven yet? Please, I'd love to hear it. What financial benefit are you can just grade with them later. If Tag becomes the leader in this shit, just grade with them later. Let them do their...
That I 100% agree with that. That is a fantastic point. I only graded with them because my friend was like, I just graded with them. Their cards are insanely beautiful to look at, blah, 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 blah. He was kind of hyping them up like crazy. And then, like, of course, all the hype on social media was going nuts. And the 10-day turnaround was my biggest thing. I was like, bro, I get these cards back in 10 days. That's fantastic. Side note, by the way, it was 15 days, not including weekends.
their shit first. Then grade your cards with them. If that's going to give you the most return, the most money back. And do not say, Rattle, this tag 10, it sold for more money than a PSA copy. You have one data point. One data point that could be purchased. Not saying it was, but maybe it was purchased by somebody who has financial interest in tag. You think they're not going to...
That's another good point. I did see that tag 10s were selling higher than PSA 10s. It made tag very appealable at the time, just because everybody was like, they're taking over the space. Everything's worth way more. Look at all these charts.
Bid on some stuff to make tag look like it's more expensive so they can make some social media posts about it? You think
that's a good
somebody
point.
at tag, somebody that's really hyped up on tag, is going to buy that one copy for more than a PSA 10 and then post side-by-side comparisons and be like, look at that. Tag is better, guys. It's cheaper. It's better. And it's AI. The AI shit.
Good.
I am so sick and tired of the AI shit. It's not fucking AI. Show me otherwise, please. The videos I've seen of tag is a guy looking at a fucking monitor that shows scans. It scans. You doing scans of the surface of a card is not fucking AI. Where's the intelligence there? It's not. Even if it's accumulating data points, it's not AI. What is it learning? Is it learning how to detect dents? Apparently not.
That's a good point. Like I said in a few videos ago, and I can't remember at this point. I did zero research into tag. None. Absolutely zero. I didn't look at any of their social medias. I didn't look on anything on Google. All I did was type in tag to Google. Their page came up, and I created an account and submitted my submission. That was it. No other research other than that. And seeing a few videos or shorts on YouTube. That's it.
It's not learning anything. Even if it's a series of scans that produce a result, they go through a formula and say, hey, this is the grade. Okay. But don't call it the AI fucking hype buzz stupid shit that everything has to be tagged or labeled as AI because it's the future. Oh my god, it's fucking painful. It's so stupid. Show me the AI. Show me your system learning some shit, and not
Release
some guy
the
looking
contract.
at a monitor, showing the scans. Even if it's all automated, it doesn't make it AI. Holy crap, that blows my mind. Oh yeah, just wait. The AI is gonna be really good eventually. So why are you grading with them now? All right, we have a comment here by Tag. Again, they can't help themselves. They gotta fucking, as soon as someone has something bad to say about Tag, the fucking investors, they're coming out of the woodwork. They have a spear. They're coming out of the woods. What the hell did you say about Tag? What did you say? God damn it! You better not talk bad about Tag. It's anyway. Let's get into the comments here. We'll go on a little bit more about I guess the problems with the company in general. But here we have it. We have Tag saying, "We appreciate your feedback, but Tag
Again, I never saw this comment, by the way, and I swear to you I looked for it.
slabs are specifically engineered to break upon tampering as a security measure to prevent counterfeiting and resealing, both of which are serious concerns in the industry." Oh, don't worry, guys. They break on purpose. Don't worry about that. That little guy.
So this is the stuff I can't understand. If the Tag people and all the people who've graded with Tag, they're mad at me saying that my video is fake. I didn't try to break the other cards. Who bins their cards anyway? Blah 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 blah. Tag themselves said that they specifically engineered to break. They break on purpose. They said that. How is my video fake when the company themselves is saying that they make these cards to break on purpose? Are you
guy? Don't worry about that little guy. He's just breaking on purpose. No big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Break on purpose.
If additional physical protection is your goal, there are third-party solutions such as slab makes and other protective cases that provide an extra layer of defense against accidental drops or heavy impact. Or just pushing on it with your thumb, apparently. No, you should not need to buy additional layers of protection for your fucking piece of plastic that you're paying
to protect.
$20? How much is Tag grading?
So I just want to say, someone in the comments of my last video pointed out that one of the owners of Tag also owns slab mags, the guards. So I just thought that was funny. They said it was brilliant marketing because they're like, oh, if you need more extra protection, use this company. We also own that company. Ha 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 ha. But I do think it's funny that, hey, I think you need protection for your protection.
Now, they increase the price? Is it close to $20? You got shipping, you got time, you got energy wasted. We invest heavily in the highest grade optical clear UV protected acrylic. Has anyone tested the UV protected acrylic?
That's true. Maybe I'll grab 3 cards and sit them out in the sun for a week and see if that does anything to them.
UV proof. Setting a new standard for both clarity and quality in the grading industry. Other companies, like, this is just a fucking ad. You're just fucking posting an ad on here. Why did they delete it?
A double ad, because apparently they own the other company.
Here we have
too.
answers to some questions. The slab is pulled apart. You will see visible signs of tampering on the sides of either piece of the slab. Well, I don't know. It looked pretty clean on the back side of the slab. What's preventing somebody from
I have the slabs here.
Side? And that's the thing, too, is just
to show you real quick. Here's the slab. There's absolutely, look, I could put this up. You can't even tell. It looks like a lens. There's absolutely no cracks at all. Nothing. This is just a front or the back. I don't remember. But no, look at this. I could put this over my lens. You don't even know. You have no idea I have this here. There's no cracks or nothing. So that whole tampering to make it so that you can't reseal them, I could just grab my other one right here and put it together, and ta-da! I've made my own case. Pretty simple.
There's so little market share that's incorporated in Tag that there's no reason to counterfeit. When there's a reason to counterfeit, if there ever is a reason to counterfeit, they will make fake slabs. Maybe you replace the front. Maybe you keep the back. Maybe it has the front and the back. Maybe you can get whatever you want printed on it. It's just etched into the thing. It's etched into the slab. You think they can't counterfeit that? The sides of the slabs are extremely clear and are unfrosted, so are quite visible when tampered with. The dig report attached to the QR code shows all of the defects, so even if one was to try to stamp out a card lesser grade despite the signs of tampering, the card in the slab would be noticeably different than the one in the report. Yeah, that's the same thing with any of the other
I
rating companies
actually
that
just
have
broke
scans.
the corner off by
But the thing
just
is,
touching
people are not
it
going to look at every
again.
single card that they purchase.
It was already broken, so just ignore
We've
that.
seen it before. We've seen it with even expensive stuff. They're not going to do that. This is nothing that sets you apart. You might think that it is, but it's not. It's the same shit. Go look at a picture of it. Is it the same centering? Is it the same damage areas? Are there the same flaws? Is it the same hollow pattern? It's all the same shit that you can do with any of them as long as there's photos.
Yeah, good point.
Each card is digitally fingerprinted when image captured in our grading ICM image capture module. Just put image capture module.
So I'll be completely honest. This part down here, I didn't even read. Okay. Just being honest, I didn't even read it just because, honestly, I didn't even see that was tagged that replied. I thought it was somebody else. So this is new information to me.
They don't need your fucking internal terminology here. This means that the original card is resubmitted and flagged by the system as a resubmission. The previous cert or QR code will be blah, 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 blah. They fucking deleted their shit, so we don't get to read the rest of that statement. Now, for anyone that doesn't remember...
That's a good point. I said this before. Why delete the comment? Why go in so hard on all these different platforms, all these different groups, go in so hard to call my video fake, to say I'm slandering, to I'm making it up, and then just delete your comment? Why? If you leave the comment, someone's going to see it eventually. It makes no sense. Why? I think they deleted their comment. My opinion, completely speculation. This is not fact. I think they deleted their comment because them saying we make our cards cases break easy on purpose is the dumbest excuse I've ever heard. Even if that's the case, pun intended, why make them so easy? Why make them easy to break? You should make your card case so goddamn durable that if I try to crack it open, I will cut my card in half and it will grade as 0. I would rather have a case that is guaranteed to damage my card upon tampering rather than release my card in perfect condition to get instantly regraded by somebody else because the case can be tampered with and broken so easily. That makes no sense.
Doesn't know that isn't in the loop, that wasn't in the loop. Their Canadian branch, the Tag Canada, is apparently run or headed out by the Slab Sharks Inc. individual known as Karn.
This information, I have no idea who this is. Okay, so I'm just gonna listen because I really don't know who this is. Like I said, I don't know anything about the company. I did zero research.
Does anyone know anything about Karn? Does
No.
anyone know? Does anyone remember Karn from the Liquid Marketplace scam? Logan Paul's Liquid Marketplace scam?
Logan Paul? Liquid Marketplace? I know that.
That is currently being investigated
Yes.
by the Ontario's Security Commission. Yeah, that scam. So, again, you got a whole division. You got a whole Canadian division. Now, did he know about the whole scam? Is he sharing any info about the scam? Is he
Wait,
helping us?
so this guy who was involved in the Logan Paul scam is part of TAG?
40s. Get people their money back. Not that I know of. But maybe someday he'll do the right thing. He'll help out with that stuff. Or maybe he is, and he just doesn't want to let on. Or he doesn't want to publish anything on the matter. Now, that's not the only one. We had Blank, who was submitting cards through Tag, who seemed to be getting pretty chummy with Tag. And
I don't know who he's referring to in that.
why wouldn't Tag speak to me about their business relationships with Karn and Blank?
Oh, cool.
It
Yes,
seems like
the
they're
second
awfully
video.
demanding
So
of a small YouTube.
I haven't seen this far. It's been a few minutes past what I watched. I didn't see anything about that Canadian guy or nothing. Just to let you know, I did watch a little bit, but now it's all new. I have no idea what's happening next. So
YouTuber who criticizes the brittleness of their slabs, but they can't bother to talk to me about, their business dealings with individuals tied closely to fraud.
Which is insane. I had no idea.
That's fucking top.
I would love to know
We got
how that
Tag Rating
situation
here,
plays out.
who says, "We responded to this video immediately, providing a detailed explanation. However, while the user Ramsey Rips Packs actively engaged with many comments, they ignored our response." Who the fuck are you? You don't deserve a response.
I was about to pause that. I don't have to add anything. That's said perfectly.
You don't respond to anyone else that criticizes or points out the terrible business partners and decisions that you've made. Why the fuck does he owe you anything? And why does he owe you anything in 2 days? Like,
that still drives me insane. Like, they were given 2 days to respond. What? What do you mean they were given 2 days to respond? It's the internet. It lasts forever. If you just keep the comment there, I'll eventually respond. Putting a deadline on it and whatever is crazy.
This is fucking wild.
It is.
They were given 2 days to respond or pin the comment to help clarify the situation.
I love the voice he's using. I feel like that's exactly how they talk.
7 days. He can take 30 days. He can take as long as he wants.
Well, it took 2 days for all the drama to happen, and that's when I started checking back on all the comments. So if they would have just kept it up maybe 2 minutes longer, I would have found it.
Fuck yourself, Tag. Holy, this is the dumbest shit. And these people are going to put pressure.
So I also want to clarify, this was posted in a tag grading community Facebook group where it's all tag fanboys and everything like that. This wasn't posted publicly like on their Twitter or X page or Facebook. Well, it is a Facebook group, but like this wasn't on their like main social media platform. This was like inside a privated group that you have to request to join and be accepted to. So this isn't like an outsider group. So I feel like they were saying this kind of just like to glaze the boys that are in the group and make it seem like Tag's this big bad company, like, oh, we're rough and tough and we scared them off type thing. So that's super important context. This isn't from their main social media platform. This is from a private group that you have to request to join to get in. Okay, it's not like a public thing.
Pressure on him, and he's clearly caving to that pressure. He's removing his short video. He's going on about, oh, I didn't mean it. I kind of in the video itself when he's cracking the slab, he's talking Tag up. He's saying he enjoys it.
For 9 minutes and 30 seconds, I did nothing but glaze the shit out of Tag. I was rubbing them down with some hot oil, touching their butt a little bit, getting inside those buns. It was probably going to end with a happy ending, and then I broke the slab.
He's saying he likes it. He's saying it's high quality until he presses on it a little bit and it cracks open. What more do you want?
Yeah,
how is that not an honest review?
Exactly. I was really enjoying
You have him backpedaling on these comments. If he wants to suggest who they should grade with, his audience, whether it's small, whether it's large, he should 100% be allowed to share his opinion.
So I just want to say, Rattle, I really, really appreciate what you're saying. I really appreciate it. I think that's important to have the freedom to choose your opinion. And like I said, it's an opinion. My opinion is not law. It's not fact. If I say don't grade with Tag, it doesn't matter if you grade with them or not. But it's not the end of the world if you get a bad review. We have a company. We get bad reviews all the time. We reach out to them and say, hey, what happened? What's your experience? I would love to make this right. What can I do to help? Not, you're wrong for posting this. Take it down or I'll kill you. They didn't actually say they'll kill me. Okay, they didn't actually say they'll kill me. Okay, I was just saying. No, I muted it.
The other grading companies: PSA, BGS, CGC, LMNOG, POQ, all the other random letters and numbers that seem to always exist.
That's true. Why are all grading companies 3 letters?
When there's a boom in Pokemon or sports or whatever it might be, you can all go fuck yourself if you're gonna pick on somebody that's criticizing you based on their own experience. That's fucking gross. You're gross. I mean, Tag does it every time. Every time there's a controversy of any kind, we're gonna look back. They do the same shit. The investors come out of the fucking woodwork. They're there. Wait a minute. I have financial interest in this shit. I may or may not disclose it, but I'm coming in extra hot to defend. Milady Tag.
Yeah, the tag
They've also
defenders
made
are
an effort
crazy.
to post this video on many platforms. Who gives a fuck? It's their content. It's their review. They can post it wherever they want.
Yeah, good point. Thank you.
What's
Totally right.
This is the same logic that Blank was like, oh my god, I can't believe Rattle Pokemon's posting on multiple platforms.
Do you know who Blank is? This is like the second time he's referred to Blank. I'm gonna have to go back and follow up on my Rattle lore because I don't know who Blank is, and I feel like I'm out of the loop.
Poems. Yeah, I post
But
every.
it also, it's social media. You post on every single platform ever. Look at any YouTuber, any TikToker, any Instagrammer, anything. They post on every single platform that exists. Duh. The most platforms you can post to, the better odds of you getting seen.
On other platforms, especially when there's certain platforms that won't defend creators.
Yes, true.
Like if Tag false flagged his video, at least he has it on other platforms. Is anyone gonna watch it on the other platforms? Maybe they do. Maybe they don't.
I actually can't upload
What's
it
that have
to
to
like.
do with it?
It's too long. I
This
have to
sounds
clip
like
it
your
up.
fucking butthurt that he put out in public. He put out the information that your shit is too brittle. It shouldn't be that brittle.
Yeah, I like the word brittle.
No one should be relying entirely on the plastic case that any of these grading companies put out as a means of like card protection. Like surely it's gonna be more. It's better than just having it in a penny sleeve or a semi-rigid or something like that. But it's no better than like one of those Mag Touch cases. Put a sticker over top of that shit. It's not going anywhere.
True.
It's no better than any of that shit.
Good point.
The grading is supposed to be the important part, and you
Yes,
guys don't
that's
seem
the
to have
important
that down
part.
either. But
So I just want to say that I only submit cards for grading that I think are going to be 10s. Okay, I've graded a lot before. I've got a lot of 10s in every company. So I don't just grade. I do grade to keep. I have like a whole graded collection of just random cards that I've pulled with my kids or with my wife or at a special event or something that I've graded just to preserve the card. But most of the time, I only grade a card if I think it's going to be a 10. And that's it. And the only reason I do that is because it's just kind of like that rarity, you know? Like if I get the rare chase card, like a Charizard 151, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. If I have to look it over and I think it's going to be a 10, it just makes it that much more rarer. And obviously it's worth more money. Why not?
But the AI doesn't have it down either. This selective engagement suggests an intention to misrepresent the situation and cause harm, which we certainly don't appreciate. So here they get into, is that a legal threat or is it not a legal threat? That kind of area.
I almost
Are you
spazzed out
trying
for a
to
second.
scare him into taking his videos down? Regardless, it's not a good look.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
pretty fucking gross.
So I'm not gonna lie. This is exactly. It sounds like I'm hesitating because I'm hiding something. I'm not. So, Tag did not reach out to me at any type of like DMs and threaten legal action. Okay, that did not happen. However, like I said, I'm just a guy in a basement. I've been posting videos for 2 months. I don't know this social media stuff. I don't know how drama works. So when I saw that, I actually didn't see it first. My wife actually saw that first, and she screenshotted it and sent it to me and specifically said, hey, we might have to chill out a little bit because what if we get sued? It's exactly what she said. And when I saw that and read that when they were like, we really don't appreciate it, I was like, to me, it did seem threatening. And I mean, the whole you have 2 days to respond is 100% threatening. But then saying, like, you know, we don't appreciate this. You're making us look bad on purpose. You know, if you're a company and you think someone's making you look bad, what do companies do? They sue you. So, yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen. After reviewing my first video, I felt like that was totally fair and unbiased and completely, if that happened, there was no case. But my short video, the short's deleted. I might repost it. I don't know. You guys let me know. Should I repost the short or not? I won't edit it or anything. But the short, I was like, I was hot. I was super angry. This was right after the video was posted. So in the short, I am literally like you know, like, don't grade with tag, don't grade with them, their grades suck, look at their cards, they break so easily, I snap a card in half, like, do not grade with tag, they need to get this fixed, this shit sucks, don't grade with them. So I feel like that's not an opinion at that point, that's more of a call to action, and I'm here to give you my opinion, right? My opinion shouldn't be don't grade with tag. My opinion is the tag cases or the weakest cases I've ever seen in the entire existence of mankind, and a baby could break open their case and eat the card for fun and use it like a pacifier. These cards shatter like glass. They're tempered like car windows. Their cases are absolute garbage. If you grate their case, you have to put protection on top of protection on top of a protection, so the cards don't break. I broke my card in half just by touching it, okay? Actually, I got this pulled up. I want you to watch this. This is the second one. No audio is enhanced. Nothing is happening. I open the second pack. As I'm opening it, I crack it. Listen. Moving on. I'm sorry. This is insane. This has kind of derailed, all right? Here's the next card I got. Like I said, these are just some old Japanese cards. Seriously, look at that swirl on that. You see that swirl? Look at that. Oh, focus there, camera. Look at that swirl. Anyway, if you're going to take the card at face value like this, the case is the clearest out of the three. You can really see the card. It's a beautiful case. Oh, maybe it wasn't this one. Hold on. Where was it? Did I skip too far ahead? Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Can't be real.
Sorry. I'll cut that and come back to this. So in this portion, I break the card just by opening it from the wrapper. Okay, listen closely. Turn your headphones on. I'm not going to enhance the volume or anything. This is exactly what happened. Watch. I'm going to see if I can do that with all of them, or if that was just a fluke. Okay. So here is a PSA, or I'm sorry, a tag 8. You see that? If you want to scan it and see why I got an 8. All right. This one. Did you hear it? Did you hear a crack? I turned it around, cracked it. Did you hear that? I immediately. If you look. All right. Immediately. Look, if you look, you can see, where is it? You can, right under my thumb, you can see the crack. This one. You hear it crack? Did you hear that? Look, there it is. There's the crack. Immediately cracked it. You see that? I just barely touched it. All I did was I just turned it around in my hands and cracked it. It's cracked right here. I immediately cracked it. I tried to show the camera the crack right here, but like I said, I film on my phone, and the lenses on the phone are like to one side, so I took it to the middle and it was out of frame. I'm sorry. Okay. By just touching. But you can see the
look
crack.
At this.
And then obviously it's all snapped into a billion pieces. All right. Just to let you know. So I think the most like damning piece here is the second card I open. I cracked just by touching it. Okay.
If he wants to tell somebody that they shouldn't grade with tag, let him do it. All right, here we have it. So
that I don't agree with. I don't want to tell somebody what they can and can't do. It's always been my opinion. If you want to grade with tag. I don't care. The point of this is that I grade it with them because I've graded with a lot of other companies. I wanted to test them out, and their shit breaks really easy.
Tag grading.
So take that into account if you're going to grade with them.
The YouTube video and checked all the comments. So he's saying that he didn't see it, that kind of thing.
So you can believe me or not, I seriously didn't see it.
But the comment back, the 2-day window, I guess, is when they were going to delete their comment on the video.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just leave the comment there, bro. Makes no sense.
What the fuck?
Makes no sense. Just leave the comment there.
Loony bin are we in right now?
Right.
This is a real thing.
So this is from Instagram. And they commented on my Instagram. So I commented on the Facebook page, and I said, hey, I didn't see the thing. Can you comment again on my YouTube page so you could see it? And they didn't. They commented on my Instagram page, which I think is funny because my Instagram page doesn't have the tag video on it. So it's weird that they put their comment back on my Instagram where pretty much no one's going to see it other than me. So why not comment back on YouTube? Why go to Instagram where no one's on my Instagram?
commenting this again on your video, even though you continue to inaccurately represent that we purposely make our cases fragile, which is false. I don't remember him saying that you purposely make them fragile. I remember saying that they are fragile.
So I did say that they purposely make them fragile. In my community post on YouTube, I took this screenshot of this, I put it on my YouTube page, and I said, hey guys, just to let you know, Tag responded to me about the case breaking. Apparently, they make their cases fragile on purpose. That's what I did say. So you don't see it in the first video, but I did say that in my community post, which they are fragile.
I mean, maybe you knew that you must have tested the cases to know that they're fragile.
Yes, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Yes.
So did they just word this wrong? Because they in the other comments said, and in this comment say that they intentionally make them fragile. Yes.
See, I don't understand how the fanboys don't understand this. In the top, they say you're misrepresenting what we do. You say that we make our cases fragile, which is false. And then it says, once again, we make our cases fragile. It doesn't actually say that, but it says we specifically make them break upon tampering. Like
I don't know what they're even.
Which is fragile.
Again, they're heated. I don't know if this is the owner. I don't know if this is.
I think the dictionary definition of fragile
they're hiding behind an account,
tampering,
an official account for tag grading. Your guess is as good as mine. If you want him to be transparent,
So another thing I want to point out, it's really weird how they messaged me on everything. So the only comment that they deleted, actually I haven't checked Instagram, but they messaged me on YouTube, deleted it, and never posted back. But then they did it on Facebook, they did it on Instagram. I don't understand. Why not just go back to YouTube? Why spread all this drama around every social media? But I mean, I did too, so who cares?
If you want everyone to let us know who's behind the tag grading account that's commenting this dumb shit on YouTube.
Yeah, Please. That's true. I do think that's super unprofessional.
Is it an investor? Is it an employee? Who's saying this shit? And why are they taking it back? And why are they giving people 2 days? They must have some sort of authority at the company, right? If they're like demanding that they get a response in 2 days.
Yeah. It has to be like
there
someone
just more fucking jargon about like you are confusing welding strength with flimsiness. I mean, it's not. It's brittle. They're brittle. The word is brittle.
I like brittle better than fragile
because you can crack it. Really
it is
easily.
Brittle. Yeah, I agree.
Peanut brittle slabs. There's no peanuts.
Never had peanut brittle. Fun fact.
They want to misconstrue that as well. If you take those 3 slabs to any plastic manufacturer and ask which material is objectively higher quality, more UV protection. Holy fuck, man! No one gives a shit.
So I'll be honest. I didn't even read this. I read this part. And I read this part because I assumed this whole part was the same copy pasta from YouTube, which it's not. It's different. Who the hell gives a shit about UV protection on a case? How many people are going out sunbathing with their graded cards? My shit is locked in a goddamn dungeon in the basement. I ain't never seeing the light of day until the cows come home. Who the hell? I don't want sunglasses on my PSA or my I always say PSA because fuck PSA. On my graded card, I don't need sunglasses. I don't need FPS 50 on them. I don't need blue tint. Okay, who cares? Who the hell cares? It's a piece of plastic. I don't care about UV protection. Who puts their shit in the sun?
That people, you should not be putting your slabs in the sun.
Exactly.
Do not put them in the sun. Do not put them in a window. Do not put them in direct sunlight. They will fade. You shouldn't even really.
I think you meant to say they'll fade, but yes, they'll
anywhere
fade.
Where sunlight is going to come in and hit them. That's kind of what it is.
I don't think anybody on Earth does
here,
that.
But we certainly don't appreciate you posting this video all over and not responding to our comments or pinning it for visibility. Bad business. He doesn't owe you a pin. What the fuck?
So, to be honest, like I said, I only use my phone for all recording, all editing, and all interaction with YouTube. I don't know how to pin a comment. I did not know at the time how to pin a comment. I just figured it out today, going through some of the comments. So even if I could find it to pin it, I don't know how, or I didn't know how at the time. Okay, just guy in a basement.
Shut your mouth, Tag. Holy shit.
Oh, what is this?
All right. If those
Did
aren't the
he-
views of
did
Tag,
he, like,
maybe
test
they
Tag?
want to make a correction on that. But here we have it. So we're going to take a little look at a recent predicament, and this can happen with any grading company, and you have to be careful, and you need to be looking up the images.
Oh, I can see. Is one fake? Is it like one fake, one's real?
Of all of your expensive purchases. You need to know what a fake case looks like. You need to know what the card looks like. Go look up the number, the registry, whichever one that might be.
I don't know which one
whether
would be
it's the
fake,
big
to be
report
honest.
or whatever the hell, or it's the PSA, or it's the CGC. BGS is a fucking.
Or is one of these cards fake, or is like one of these cards been like reslabbed? Like, is it a real card that's not a 10, or is one fake?
Mass disaster. They're probably not going to help you anyway because I don't know. They just don't have customer service, at least customer service that can respond
really
in
tell.
any sort of timely manner.
Oh, it's the same card. It's
I don't
the
know
same
how many employees.
Oh, I see. They both have the same cert number. See that? So one of them has to be fake.
These are there. It blows my mind that people put trust in these companies. And again, if grading is for you, if you want, just know and understand what grading is. Know that you need to be
Yes.
buying the card, not the grade, not the grading company. You need to be happy with the condition. You shouldn't be buying the label. You shouldn't just, oh, it's a 10. Yeah, well, Jimmy John, that makes minimum wage at XYZ grading company, doesn't give a shit if this is really a 10. He's going to look at it for 30 seconds. He has a quota to make. He has to pump the shit through, or AI has to pump that shit through, so
True.
that they can keep up to this shit. And it's like AGS too. It's like these companies that are doing scans. I don't see the AI portion of it. Maybe I'd love to be proven wrong. Show me the AI. Show me the
That's a good point. What is AI about it?
AI monster behind the grading company, and I'll believe it. It looks like scans, and it looks like an output of data, and that data is accumulated and put through equations to give you a final result in what it receives. Now, no matter what it is, PSA has been subject to counterfeit slabs. Somebody took the slab apart, and they make fake versions of it in China. These fake versions, because it's a mold of an actual slab, they have weird rounded corners, they have differences in the frosting, differences all over the slab itself.
Oh, okay. So the one on the right is fake.
Got it? Real label. People have been cracking it out. They crack out the real 10, expensive card. They use that label with a lesser condition card. They put the whole thing in a fake slab. Fake slab has a real label and a real card that is not the card that received the 10. They send the 10 back in. They get another one. Whoop-de-doo. That's what's going to happen.
Dang, that sounds like
Get it? Got it?
stonks.
They can do
right
the
there.
same thing. The reason that they don't do the same thing with the other grading companies is it largely comes out to that they're not leading the market. So even if you want your cards graded at this specific time, you might find a reason to grade with someone other than PSA, but for the most part, if it's not getting a PSA 10, you shouldn't be grading. You shouldn't be grading
good
to
point.
resell. If you want,
It's a very good point. So it's a very good point. If you just pull a high dollar card, like you pull a Moonbryon, right? A Moonbryon and a PSA 8 is actually worth less than just raw. So with modern cards, especially with this new wave of scalping everything that exists, a modern card, if it's a PSA 9, that's basically just raw price. So people don't understand that it's actually fairly hard to get a 10. Even if you think you have a perfect 10, there's still a chance you don't get a 10. Okay, there's a lot of stuff you don't really see through a quick glance. So I get it. Your card, you should seriously inspect your card and only send them if you expect to get a 10. You shouldn't open a pack, pull a card, send it to PSA. That's not how it works. Okay, like I said, with modern stuff, PSA 9 is basically raw price, and if you actually bring it back a PSA 8, it's worth less money, and you wasted time, money, and shipping to take it there. So I agree with that. Don't grade unless you are like 90% sure you're gonna get a 10. So like pack fresh means nothing because not PSA English card quality is just so garbage. Okay, I've had cards that had the worst printing errors I've ever seen in my life, and they're like damaged immediately out of the pack. All right, just ripping it, sending it to PSA makes no sense.
Any of the grading companies, if they have a backlog and you don't plan on selling those cards, you need to rethink grading in general because you don't need to do it. Why are you spending $20 a card on something that you're never going to sell?
Yeah.
Go buy some cheap cases. Put them in cases if you want.
I have cards in
Draw
cases.
a little 10 on the top of it if you want to. Now, if you really
Wanna do
want it,
that.
you want it graded with a certain company, it's for personal collection, by all means. Do it if you got to
It's a
do it.
balloon.
But don't do it now. There's no
Sorry,
reason,
my-
there's no
my
rush
kids
to do
love
it now.
balloons.
And there's no rush to do it with a grading company that isn't the best option. Like, there's no like, oh, well, PSA's taking too long right now. I better go get graded by XYZ grading. Maybe I shouldn't say that. They probably exist with all the temporary grading companies. Like,
That's true. There probably is XYZ.
Tag wasn't an option. It was an option, but it wasn't a good option. What are we doing here? Just wait. A lot of this current market conditions is not going to last. It's going to pass.
Yeah.
PSA will have grading specials if you
So-
want PSA and you're just...
I've been collecting Pokemon on and off for my whole entire life, ever since I was a little kid. I still have my first kid like binder with all this little stuff in it or whatever. There's always been huge booms, then it mellows out. Huge booms, then it mellows out. There's always been scalpers since the very first cards ever been printed. Okay, so this whole scalping situation that's happening right now, yeah, it sucks. And due to like the way the world works now, with everybody being able to work from home and a lot of bums living in their mom's basements milking them for money, it's basically people's full-time jobs to just harass the shit out of MJ holding stalkers and beat the shit out of the vending machine and steal all the contents out of it. Okay, it eventually will die down. It's either going to be Pokemon's going to print the sets to the cows come home and there's so much product on the shelf that no one wants it, which probably won't happen, or it's up to us. Just don't buy from the scalpers. Don't buy them. I have a pretty good stock of some of the newest sets out just by walking into a Walmart and finding them. Okay, like just go out there and search. Like if you're driving home, make a detour, run into a Walmart or a Target real quick, run straight to the front desk or the shelf, check for Pokemon cards, go out. It's a quick 2-minute detour. Sometimes you get lucky. Don't buy from scalpers. Just don't do it. If there's nothing to scalp and there's no customers to pay 3 times the amount, then the scalpers lose. And imagine sitting on thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of products that nobody wants. That would be fantastic. So we should do that to them.
Just kind of, grading with someone else. And that's the thing too. You're gonna waste money paying $20. Okay, it's probably slightly less than $20, Tag. Sorry about this. Paying slightly less than $20
I actually think they raised it to $20, so he might be right.
to grade it with Tag, and then you're gonna crack it out and send it to PSA later. Or
True.
if you have hopes and dreams, the Tag is going to be the way of the future. Wait until they're the way of the future. There's the upside. You're not benefiting from them.
That's a good point. I like that.
Hedging your bets on
Wait
them
till they're there
before
in the
they end
future.
up being a market leader. And the people that are telling you that you should grade with Tag, the influencers, ask them. Are they getting free submissions? Are they getting paid by Tag to tell you to submit with them? Their video that they make where they're like, oh, these Tag slabs back, they're so cool.
That's a good point. Like I said, I didn't do any research other than what my friend told me to do. And I did see a few huge influencers grade with Tag and say how fantastic they were.
Pay for that submission?
Oh,
The
audio
people that are
glitch.
crossing big cards from PSA, BGS, whatever, whether they're investors or not, are they paying to have those swapped over? Ask them. See what they say. All right, so we have Ramsey here who says, thank you for the response. This video was made after my longer form video, and I kind of had a bit of a crash out here. So, again, he's going to back down because they're going to put pressure on him to remove stuff.
So again, Tag never DM'd me, and they never specifically told me I had to remove stuff or else. But you guys saw the 2-day deadline. You saw how much this is bad business. You saw how much they don't appreciate this and all this back talk. You saw them go to their little private groups on Facebook and hype the fanboys up and jerk them off. Okay? So, like I said, I'm just a guy in a basement who rips cardboard in half and I feed it to my worms. Okay? That's all I do. I don't know none of this legal mumbo jumbo. I'm not a huge corporation. I don't get any money from YouTube yet. I'm too small of a channel. I can't even apply. So it's scary. You know, I got to be real for a minute. Shit's scary. If they did this, it would ruin my life. If they sued me, it would literally ruin my life. Like I said in my community post, I am the sole provider to my family. I have 2 kids. I have a wife who is a homeschool mom and stays at home raising the baby and teaching our oldest child. That's her full-time job. It's more like 5 full-time jobs, okay? Yes, we're fortunate enough that I make enough to where we can afford to do that, but we're not going to lavish vacations and, you know, I afford enough to be able to support everything we need and buy a few cards on the side. If I was ever sued by a major company like this, it'd be game over. I would have to comply with whatever they said. I don't know if that was that's probably not a good thing to say, but like, it's the goddamn truth. But they haven't said anything yet. They haven't said anything yet. I'm literally like, you can hear I'm fucking trembling because if they ever come out and say something, I'll have to comply with it no matter what because I can't do nothing about it. I can't unless I didn't want to talk about it. Knock on wood. That never happens. Okay, thanks.
They're gonna talk they're gonna
which is why I walked it back, okay? Because I felt like my short firm video, my short was a call to action. It was straight shitting on Tag, telling everybody don't grade with him, their shit sucks, whatever. So I feel like that hits a little bit different than the long form video where you can clearly see for the first half of the video I'm glazing them up and appreciating them, and then the accident happens where I break it and it all derails from there. But with the short, I'm just off the rails going crazy, and I feel like that's something they would be able to use against me, and that's why I deleted it, because I didn't want them to use it against me. And even outsiders, some of my friends and family told me, hey, you should probably just delete that because, like, bro, what if something happens?
Speaking a little bit of legal speak. From what I've seen, they haven't said like, hey, we're going to take legal action against you, but they are strong arming him, and they are using terms that would indicate such.
That's 100% how I feel. And I'm glad he sees it from that perspective. They didn't specifically say anything, but the way they were posting on all the social medias, it didn't feel... I think it was obvious, an obvious pressure for me to like, hey, you're not gonna keep doing this, right? That's bad business. You have 2 days to respond. 2 more days. Figure it out. Like, what am I supposed to think?
Tag grading. This video will be taken down as I feel it's unfairly representing Tag, demanding people to not grade it with...
Yeah, so I don't know how to read or write. I was supposed to saying demand people to not grade.
Tag. Not grade with Tag is completely uncalled for.
Corrected
I will, however, keep the longer YouTube video up. Please comment on that one again so I can pin your comment. They haven't from what...
complete side note here. This whole situation, again, was in their Tag community group on Facebook that is private, that you have to request to join. This was not on one of their big social media pages. Again,
what I can see,
for some reason Tag just loves to have everything on their little group because they can't ever reply to shit publicly.
Explain that full video context is important as I defend Tag, and I am excited about their future with grading. So what's probably going to happen is he's probably going to get some free grading or something from Tag. It costs them.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna do anything with Tag. This situation's got blown out of proportion. They have never responded to me, DM'd me or nothing, and honestly, it's like I said, bro. The shit's scary. What? This is real. This is real life. Okay. Yes, I'm a guy in the basement, but I'm also, you know, a real guy working in the real world. I can't risk something like that. So to me, it's just much easier to take the video down and keep the long form video up. So he's correct. I completely walked it back out of that fear.
Little to nothing.
Which
the
sucks.
other grading companies do this.
It really sucks.
They've done it before. They're like, oh, yeah, we're not going to compensate you financially for anything, but we will Incompetence. We will let you grade for free because it's going to cost them near nothing. It's a piece of plastic that you're paying for. And a low wage, whether it's computer assisted or not, opinion on the condition of the card. However, this video was posted directly after it happened, which unfairly reflects the situation, and this will be removed from all my platforms. I greatly appreciate you for commenting. I think that it shows that Tag actually cares. No, it shows that they're throwing a fucking hissy fit.
Yeah, a lot of people said that exact same thing. It just shows that they're having a hissy fit.
Right in the hissy fit. I never want any company to fail or take hate. And I'll post an update video after work today to hopefully clear up the situation. I'm sure there's a lot of taglings, a lot of little tag-alongs.
The tag-alongs is a hilarious term. I will for now ever use tag-alongs to refer to tag fans. But I mean, the last part of that is true. We have a small business. I always support small business. I don't have a small business. I have my family members that have small businesses. I don't know if Tag's a small business or not. Like I said, I don't research anything, but I don't ever want a company to fail. It's a review. When you make a review and the review is not in your favor, you don't attack the customer. You correct the problem. In our line of work, the one line of work I do, I'm daily working with people. If there's a problem, I don't just say, "Oh, your computer doesn't work. It's meant to do that." No, I fix it. If someone's working on a job and their toilet breaks, they don't go, "Our toilets are designed to break. Fuck you." They don't. They fix it. I'm a customer. I'm a consumer. I'm just a normal guy. I'm not even considered like a social media guy or a YouTuber. I have 1,000 subscribers. Okay, that's in the grand scheme of things, I really appreciate my community, but I'm just a little blip. I'm a real customer with a real review. Okay, there shouldn't be this was done on purpose. This is fake video. This is propaganda. You're talking us down. You're just trying to hurt us. I'm a real customer with a real review. The situation should have been, hey, let's fix it. Not, hey, let's destroy your life. They didn't destroy my life, but just saying.
Little tag-alongs that have been sending them messages. Blank
the tag-alongs
likes to send messages, so it's weird that Blank would
I didn't realize this video was so long. Really, that's really cool. I like how he goes so in depth.
Almost kind of it's like a secret version, of what all the tag investors are doing. I found that a little bit strange, a little bit odd. They got their their statement here. Sorry.
So I posted this in the video because in my video talking about the drama, I said that they raised their prices, but I thought it was a temporary raise. So I wanted to fact check myself because, again, whenever I'm putting out information, I'm only going to put out the truth. I'm not going to make up anything. So I said really quickly, they did just raise their prices. I think it might be temporary. And then I was like, wait, I got to fact check that because I'm not going to put some fake news out there. Okay. So I did fact check it. They did raise their prices and it looks like that they should be, I think it is temporary. Okay. Just, you can read it if you want. I can't read.
What are we doing? We're so backed up. Oh, man. Guys, this is my apologies to Tag and anyone that wants to believe in the company. But to me, in my opinion, it is a noob trap. The people that are pumping this shit have financial interest.
That's a really, really, really good point. I think that's a really good point. There's a lot of new people in the space. I literally went to Walmart the other day. I always check my local Walmart on my way home just for product. And I went there and there was a few cards left on the store shelf. I don't have enough confidence to film in public yet. That's something I'm trying to work on. But if I take out my phone and start recording and someone just looks at me, I literally shudder and slam it in my pocket and run away like I'm an idiot. Okay, I don't like public recording yet. I'm trying to work up to that. But anyway, I saw grandparents. These were probably 75-year-old lady and man in the Pokemon card section with a handwritten notepad that said, "Surging Sparks, Prismatic Eevees, Paldea, or Paladine Fates," and written in cursive. Okay, that's how old they are. It was written in cursive. It was a handwritten with a pencil notepad. Someone is saying, If you guys ever go to the store, you guys got to look for the Pokemon cards, okay? You got to look for the Pokemon cards because we got to scalp them, okay? You can buy this Pokemon pack for $20 and sell it for $60 right away. So whenever you're going to get your aspirin and your tapioca pudding, go to the video games section and look for some cards, okay? Look for these packs. And then they had to explain what the hell a Pokemon card is and teach them how to even look for that. Like, it was crazy. They clearly had no idea. And then I had another guy. I went to Walmart the other day. I always go to Walmart, like I said. Went to Walmart and they had Stellar Crown on the shelf. And this guy pulls out his eBay app and takes the pack and scans it with his phone on eBay and goes to sold listings to see how much they're selling for. And I saw him doing that, and I was like, hey buddy, if you're just looking to like buy and sell, you don't want to get this set. You're going to lose money on eBay because eBay takes like 15%. So I was like, if you're really looking to buy and sell, you're not going to find anything. I said a good rule of thumb is if you walk into a store in the middle of the day and those Pokemon cards on the shelf, they're not worth anything because the scalpers have already got them.
Grading with tag.
Complete
Would they
side
grade with
note.
tag outside of the fact that they're investors? Maybe they shouldn't have become investors if they wanted to be, talk so highly about the company. They should submit just like you. They should pay for grading.
I didn't realize I didn't have this on full
They
screen
should
the whole
not
time.
benefit from other people from showing it off or advertising for it. Wouldn't that be the way to do it? Maybe not. So there's talking about how we have so much stuff coming in, and yes, if you push this shit through social media, and you have social media influencers, Poketubers, and all the such, if they're all like, oh, tag, it's the fucking best. Oh my God, don't grade with that company, PSA. Don't grade with them. It takes forever to get them back. And look at their slabs. They don't even crack when you push on it with your thumb. So you're going to have a lot of people that are getting paid to pump this shit. They pump this shit. The market is filled with newbies at the moment.
Yeah.
My apologies to anyone
true.
that's new into Pokemon, but you're part of that. You're not necessarily always going to be part of that, but the market is filled with newbies. The same way the pandemic was filled with newbies, and the same way everyone and their fucking dog opened a grading company and pumped it, and it was an option. And it became an option because people couldn't grade with PSA because it took too long.
I have heard
Some
a
of this
lot
stuff,
of new
yes.
graders come out,
Will it pan out in the long term?
which I'm going to
Probably
test,
not.
by the way.
Whether you want them to succeed or not, they're probably not going to overtake the market. Based on their decisions, and I guess based on like all the decisions, we saw CGC do a ton of shady shit with shady individuals, with Blake and co.
I don't know
a
anything about
rigged
the
gambler
CGC drama.
aficionado.
So like I said, I don't really follow companies or do research or anything. So like if there's drama with PSA, I have no idea about it. If there's drama with CGC, I have no idea about it. If there's drama with Tag, I had no idea about it, okay? I just graded them to grade them. That's it.
Drop out of the NFL, scam some people on whatnot for some free tendies, partner up with CGC,
I do know about the whatnot scammers though.
rig some
My
gambling,
God.
assisted by the products, graded by CGC. And again, Matt Quinn's not going to say fuck all. He's not going to answer the hard questions. Why is this guy? Why does he have to? Why does Ramsey? Why does Ramsey have to answer the tough questions and get back to you in 2 days?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you can't answer the fucking hard questions. Fuck yourself. All right. So,
Ooh, what is this?
another little example in case anyone wasn't around for it. I know a lot of the people that are like, oh, tech. Not the people that are, investing in the company and want to promote tag and tell other people to use tag, but the people that are jumping on that bandwagon, the people that think it's a good idea to be doing that, be grading with tag. Maybe they haven't seen this little doozy. So we had the Green Chaise Collectibles.
I'm pretty sure that that's a old CGC label. The new ones are black and white, which sucks. I like the white. I like the blue.
Deck Zapdos, a 25th anniversary stamp on there. A very expensive card. Very cool. Given out to employees. Now, what do you
Okay.
think happened to that? He cracked it, and he accidentally dented it. Had a nice big dent on the right-hand side.
I've cracked some 151 from PSA, and I did damage the hell out of my Zapdos.
Here.
Sucks.
Not shown in the photo at hand, but this
You
is
shouldn't.
what it turned into.
Cracking a card shouldn't exist. You should be confident in what the grade is. That's the whole essence of grading problems. If your card gets a 9 there should be no doubt in your mind that it's a 9. If your card gets a 5, there should be no doubt in your mind that it's a 5. Okay? That's the whole problem. The inconsistent grading with every single company is insane. I shouldn't be able to take my card to CGC and get a 9, send it to the PSA and get a 10, send it to the tag and break my card in half. Okay? That shouldn't happen.
Into when he sent it back in. This was graded quite a few times. I think it was graded with PSA. It was like a PSA 9, then it was a CGC 9, then he cracked it and dented it probably with one of the bumpers here on the border. It became a 7.5. He sent it to tag, and it got a 10.
That's a huge come
for
up.
some reason, couldn't detect the giant fucking dent that is in the
Are there
border.
photos of the dent?
So,
I would like to see
just
the
like
dent.
AGS couldn't detect the fake stamps. And yes, some minimum wage employee also might not catch that it's a fake stamp. They should be trained that they know what it is, they know how it is, what
Did he say AGS can't detect fake stamps? What is AGS?
it is, where it should be. There should be some sort of measures in place that they can detect that stuff. Now, they're gonna, again, it was the same freak out for this incident here as it was very similar situation as what happened with the Ramsey easy to crack.
The only thing I notice is if you look at right here, we're this guy's channel and my channel are almost the same size. So I wonder how they treated him and if it reflects how they treated me. Maybe they only go after small creators like this.
Case shit.
I'm gonna have to watch this video and do a follow up.
All right. So, what do we got here? We have their response.
Oh, they did
and
respond.
Again, we have like the tag people were jumping on all of his social media, all the posts that he made about this stuff. The tag, the AI, the computer assisted, whatever the fuck they're doing over there, can't even detect a giant fucking dent.
Should I read all this?
Now, yes, a human can miss that as well. They can be like, "Oh, I didn't see that there." So they have a big old thank you. Thank you. Eventually, he kind of gave in. I mean, he published the information so that they had no choice. Like Tag had to. They got embarrassed online, and they had no choice but to make it right. As we discussed, this outlier case will be a very valuable data point for us to detect. You pointed out it was Rattle.
You know what I was reading through this. You know what I see here, which I see this everywhere. This guy right here. Let me. Do you see this? This guy right here. He says, "So you damaged it, and we know it shouldn't be a 10, but we're still happy with grading the grading company give it a 10." This screams a big nope to Tag if we need it anymore. So it's like, I think I just had a stroke trying to read that. So it's like he's saying, you damaged it, you know it shouldn't be a 10, but we're still happy with the grading company giving it a 10. Is that a response to Tag? Like Tag saying, hey, you should be happy it's a 10?
On the NHOD, they love to fucking put the acronyms. like it makes it sound more fucking official or something. Like, oh, it's scientific. The NHOD, you know? You gotta get that NHOD. Non-human observable defect. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so they're
my
saying
God, I
that,
can't even read it
the
with a straight
defect,
face.
a human
As you
couldn't
noted
see
in the
it.
video, it can indeed be seen. What kind of measurements are you taking if it's not the difference in depth on the surface of the card? Like, and when it's visible, it's a pretty big dent. If it wasn't visible, I can see it. Maybe if it was like some just infinitely small dent. This is
Apparently it's a big
dent. This is the
dent.
same company that's going to tell you that they have a 1,000-point grading scale, and they can't see a fucking giant dent on the side of this shit that he knew was there. He knew it shouldn't get a 10. CGC's manual assessment gave it a 7.5 because it has a fucking dent in it, a sizable dent. It's pretty fucking.
So
big.
I do agree. I think that.
So yes, they went into full.
I think
fucking
that
panic mode.
human
single person
grading
that
is
was
better than
investing in this
AI
shit
grading, just
went out to
because
defend the honor of.
you
Tag.
have an opinion with a human and you
At
don't
that
have an
point, not
opinion with
disclosing
AI.
That hey, I'm investing money in the company, and this is why I'm saying good things about the company in the comment section. So if you want to check that out as well. But that pretty much sums it up. Pretty gross stuff coming out of this company constantly. And again, if you want to pick on somebody, let's have a chat. And
So
I'll ask you
I
the
want to
tough
say
questions.
I respect, so Rattle Pokemon, I respect the hell out of you for saying that. You know, like I said, it's a weird, uncomfortable position that I've never been in before in my life, and it sucks. It really sucks. I really respect you. Like, you know, I really like this perspective. I really like your attitude. You know, don't back down. You really egging them on, testing them. Like, you guys need to address this. I really respect that. And unfortunately, I'm not at that point where I could do that. So, thank you for addressing this. It means a lot. Okay, especially from there's so much hate going on Facebook, especially with all this is fake, all this stuff. I really appreciate this perspective more than you'll ever know.
You can tell me all about the people that you've done business with. You can tell me all about your AI systems. And again, like, a lot of it is going to be covered up. They're going to
YouTube
show
Canada?
the
Is it from
vast
Canada?
majority of what goes on because it's probably not AI. In my opinion, that's my opinion. Feel free to change it. The same with AGS. Like, if it's computer assisted, call it computer assisted.
Is that shirt?
Assisted.
Is that shirt his merch? What is this shirt? Because I need it.
Even if it outputs the grade itself, don't call it AI if it's not. Like, what is it? What would it need to learn from one card to the next? What is it? And then at that point, is it not good now and we should wait till later? Anyway,
Yeah.
Fuck off. Tag, stop picking on this guy.
Thank
good
you.
job, Ramsey, for publishing this content. Don't let them bully you into changing your opinion.
Trying not to.
Of the sort. I know his grading philosophy was that he just wanted to have cards graded, and I think that's not a great outlook on it. I think you should have a reason more than, hey, I just want plastic cases on my cards, or I like the way that they look. I think it's a very expensive way, and that's money that, again, if it's something that shouldn't be graded, if it doesn't add value to it, consider just putting it in a plastic case.
So I do completely agree with his point. So the cards I sent to Tag were from my personal collection that I pulled from a very long time ago when I was a kid. I sent them in the Tag, obviously to just test their grading services because the 10-day turnaround was really appealing. I know they're not super expensive cards, but I did fully expect them to be 10s. So I wouldn't have sent them if I didn't think they were going to be 10s. None of them got a 10, by the way. I'm fairly confident if I send like PSA or something, they'll go to 10. But so yeah, I only send cards that I think are worth grading. Those are from a personal collection. I was certain they were going to get a 10. They didn't. But I don't just like grade cards just to like flip them or grade them. So, but I do agree, you shouldn't grade a card unless you're, confident it's going to be a 10.
Spend that $20 on another card, especially all the junk slabs that were pumped through CGC and the like. Now, I don't know if the increased business from Tag, I don't know if that has to do with any sketchy partnerships, or if that is just like entirely new influencer interest in people hopping on. Again, Noob Trap. It screams Noob Trap to me.
Noob Trap is a good point. That's a really interesting perspective.
I think that's.
I agree with that.
Kind of what it is. People just want something to believe in. They want another option. And
so
people
what really got me with Tag is I went to GameStop. The funny thing is I'm still waiting on this submission. I went to GameStop and I submitted cards. After I submitted the cards, I saw the total. I paid it. I went out in the parking lot and I was like, wait a second. I feel like that was more than before. So I looked down at my receipt and I see that they raised the price to grade. So it was $15. Now it's $19 if you add tax, which is almost the same as just grading it yourself. So I'm not going to lie. I was really pissed off that GameStop raised the grading prices, and it sent me over the edge. And that return now is going on 45 days, and I still haven't gotten it back. So I was already mad at PSA for upgrading the prices. I was mad at the turnaround time, and then all of a sudden, Tag comes out of the woodwork, and they're like, "Hey, we're the cheapest and the fastest." So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. If it's good, I'll just go through them.
They're so new that they don't understand. Like, hey, you need to put thought into it before you grade. I don't grade anything. I crack this shit out. I've cracked out hundreds, maybe 1,000, maybe 1,000 plus cards.
That's interesting.
Of stuff that people graded and shouldn't have because I bought it for less than what I bought it in an 8. I bought it in a 9.
That's a good. Oh, that is a good. That's a good. He should. I don't even think he should have said that. That's a good point. I should check eBay for all the Charizard 151s 7s and buy all of them and crack them, because raw they're worth more. That's a good point. I think it just found my retirement plan.
It doesn't matter what company.
That's a good ass point. That's a really good
you need
point.
To make sure that it's likely
with modern
come back
cards
in a grade that makes it worth more money if you plan on selling it. And clearly, these people intended on selling it.
Yeah, everyone's just scalping everything.
Because I bought it for less than the price of a near mint card. I cracked it out. I put it in my binder. End of story.
Yeah.
Be careful out there. Again, just know where the information is coming from. Do not trust single or very small data points on the
Good
sales
point.
of this stuff. I think that's the most dangerous part, is everyone's gonna pump up one sale, and you don't know who bought that. I mean, there's certain places that you can be assured that it was paid for. Even some of the larger auction companies, they'll post record sales. I've seen it before, and it ends up not even being paid for. So don't trust that necessarily. You have places like Z&G who will openly
Z&G
and confirm that something is paid for before he makes those posts. But even so, if it's one copy of a certain card that's in a tag 10 versus a PSA 10, you can have somebody easily manipulate the market or manipulate new people into thinking that, hey, this tag 10 sells for more than a PSA 10, I should grade with tag.
Which is exactly what happened to me. I saw the tag 10s were selling for more, and I wanted to grade with tag to see if I could get some 10s that would potentially be worth more. Those would be specifically to sell. Normally, I grade my cards a 10 and I keep them forever.
When it's just somebody that's involved with tag, or maybe just somebody that just really wants that one card. Don't trust small data. Be careful. The fucking shadiness is just emanates from this company.
Keeps going.
And they just showed us once again why you shouldn't want anything to do with them. In my opinion, that's my opinion.
Yeah, to cover it real quick.
You guys. Love you guys. See you next time. Join the Discord. Linktree. Make sure you get the Trollin' Toad. Make sure you get the Card Market. The MyE 10% off coupon. Bunch of coupons on there.
Oh.
That's always linked down below.
So I'm going to...
Do not send me money. I would much rather you guys support the channel through the affiliate links and the codes for the stuff that I use and recommend.
I'm going to I'll check those out.
Thank you.
So I'm probably going to join his Discord too.
Friday.
So real quickly, look at my recommended. Real quickly, as he was saying there, the shady shit happening all the time. I just want to bring up this. This is new information. I put it at the end of the video because most people are just going to skip to the end anyway. So there's some more drama that happened today, okay? One of my subscribers on YouTube said that Tag actually DM'd him on Instagram. It was kind of stirring the pot a little bit. So I have his messages here. I'm going to pull it up. First, this is his Instagram page. He also has a YouTube channel, so go check him out. He's the one who showed me the messages. It's Slip and Sleeve. That's a really funny play on words. I really hope his name's Steve. That'd be really funny. But it's Slip and Sleeve. That's a really cool name. So thank you again. Shout out to him. So here's these messages. We'll read them together, okay? This is from Tag. I don't have the before messages, so I don't know what happened before this was sent, but I do have what was sent here. So let me slide my little self over, and we'll read this together. So it says, he's referring to my video, the first video I posted. It says at 13 minutes 45 seconds, he simply grabbed it and it cracked, which I did show you guys earlier. I just cracked it in half and I showed you the crack on the screen. And they said, no, that's not correct. Have you held a tag slab like it's the holy grail? Have you pulled the sword from the stone? Huh? Have you done that? I don't know about you, but I've touched a tag slab. Have you? And then he says, it also says edited. I don't know Instagram stuff, but what does that mean, edited? Does that mean they posted something and then turned it back and changed it? He says he is applying completely unwarranted force. You cannot just crack one by holding it in your hand unless you're applying extreme pressure and intention to break it. Okay? Now I need to point out again, I tried to break the PSA card. I tried to break the CGC card. I did not intentionally try to break the tag card. That was a complete accident. The first two cards I did not intend to break. They were complete accidents. The other two cards I did intend to break because it was so goddamn easy to break. That shit was the most weak, brittle case I've ever had in my life. It broke so easy. Okay? I have two tag cards left, and I am going to prove to you guys how easy it is to crack. Okay? So watch for some future videos because I have a goofy idea. Okay? So basically they're basically saying that I am the She-Hulk. I twerked on it and busted it open. All right. So then he says, whoa, why are you coming after, like, what are you coming after me for? All I asked was if you watched the video at the 13-minute mark, he grabbed the side and it cracked. What was there force? Technically, yes, there's force, very little force, but I have a concern. If I put a slab in a slab binder, would cracking be a concern? I would say yes, because it was so easy to crack, as technically there is force. Aside from that, if you saw the video, he was initially praising your tag slab, which I was for over 9 minutes. Maybe durability could be another subject instead of force. Yes, exactly. Maybe your card is not durable. That's probably why it broke. Tag also said, we make our cards not durable. They're supposed to break. Regardless, I'll still place an order and place them in a slab binder. So this is, again, he's probably feeling the same thing I'm feeling, where it's like, why are you being so rude? Chill out. And then he said, record it, place it in a bag, walk around like people do in Collecticon, and see if it cracks. So he's like, you know what? I'll grade with you and I'll test it myself. Shout out to you. I would love to see that video. If you post a video like that, please tag me. I'll make sure I'll share it. That would be so funny. Even if it doesn't break, just post the video, okay? It's called testing for a reason. It's not an outcome predicted. So they say, we're not coming at you at all, with an exclamation point, which makes me see like they're yelling, like, we're not coming after you. We're just saying. He didn't just grab it to crack. The video is very misleading, which it is not, and was curious if you ever held a slab. So, like, again, they're like, what are you, poor and pathetic, and you can't afford to grade a card? You peasant. You don't have slabby hands like we do. Also, the video is not very misleading. Tag themselves said that the card did exactly what it was designed to do. So how is that misleading? Please tell me. It's not misleading. It did what it was supposed to do. You said it yourself. It says, to answer your question directly, no, tag slabs would not be at risk of cracking in a binder. If you feel one, you can definitely see. If you feel one, you can definitely see what we mean. So they're saying, if you feel a tag slab, you can see what we mean. The acrylic is really high quality. Feel it, and I guarantee you'll break it. And it says, thanks. I'll see for sure, but I still think you need to watch the whole video. He said your acrylic is high quality, and I agree too. The YouTuber is a genuine collector, and he had no plans to bash your company, and it's clearly evident in this response video today. With that being said, all is good. Water on the bridge now. Have a good day. This is the first time I'm reading this part, so shout out to you. Again, if you guys don't know, Slip and Sleeve, great name again. I really appreciate you coming to my defense. And honestly, a lot of people are saying the video was fake, that I didn't try to break the cards, whatever. You just have to believe me. I don't even have to try to break Tag's card, okay? I broke it just by touching it. It is not strong, or durable. We showed that 4 times in the video, or 3. I can't remember. I broke a lot of them. Okay, I broke one for a short too, so for 4 of them. I have 2 left. I am going to make another video testing the quality of the slabs, and it's gonna be goofy. And if the slab breaks under these goofy circumstances, then Tag has a serious issue on their hands. Anyway, thanks for watching my full-length movie, coming to a theater near you, and then it's going to go straight to streaming and then straight to the $5 bins at Walmart, okay? I really appreciate everybody watching. This is the longest video I've probably ever made in my entire life. I don't even show my face. I'm just some hands and some figures. So I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, go ahead and test. I'm not telling you to not grade. I'm not telling you to grade. I'm telling you to just test. You know, it's only if you can afford it. Do $20, get 1 card, or maybe buy one off eBay. Buy like a 5 or a 6 off of eBay for a few dollars, and just see if it breaks. Just do it yourself. If you don't believe me, okay? Everybody do your own research. I didn't do my research. If I did my research, this would have went way differently. Okay. Again, I appreciate everybody watching. This drama went on way longer than I expected. I never had anything like this happen in my life, so I really appreciate everybody who came to my defense, who showed me some support. Again, shout out to everybody who reviewed my video, looked it over. Big shout out to Rattle Pokémon. I really love his stance and his like not backing down attitude. I'll get there one day, okay? Anyway, like the video, subscribe, support everybody who you saw in this video. I'll have links below. This is the first video I've ever made on a computer, so please bear with me. I don't even know how to edit this video, so it probably won't be edited. Anyway, subscribe. There's more coming, and it's gonna be goofy. I love ya. Bye bye.